Local News with Katie Nathan. Standing up for religious freedom, prioritizing religious freedom in government, preserving the sanctity of life, and bringing religious groups back into the fold is what our topic of discussion today is. So let's jump right in and get started. On May 4th, 2017, the president signed an executive order to greatly enhance the religious freedom and freedom of speech, taking action to ensure that religious institutions may freely exercise their First Amendment right to support and advocate candidates and causes in their line with their values, and ensuring that religious Americans and their organizations, such as the Little Sisters of the Poor, would not be forced to choose between violating their religious beliefs and complying with Obamacare's contraceptive mandate or shutting their doors. Now, the president announced a reversal of the Obama administration's policy denying disaster aid to housing of worship, allowing houses of worship to receive crucial aid in times of crisis. The Trump administration has taken a stand on behalf of religious liberties in the courts. How? Well, by supporting students declaring ineligible for scholarships because they attended a religious school. They supported the Archdiocese of Washington in its efforts to buy ads for the holiday on public transportation, and they also supported Baker Jack Phillips' right to operate his bakery in accordance with his religious beliefs. Now, in January of 2018, the Trump administration took a stand for international religious freedom by placing Pakistan on a special watch list for severe violations of religious freedom and designated 10 others as countries of particular concern. The president also declared in January 2018 to be a Religious Freedom Day on January 18th, celebrating the many faiths that make up our country. Prioritizing religious freedom in the administration. In October of 2017, the Department of Justice issued 20 principal liberty to guide the administration's litigation strategy to protect religious freedom. In January of 2018, the Department of Health and Human Services announced 3 major policy changes to protect freedom of religion by forming a new Conscious and Religious Freedom Division, providing HHS the focus it needs to be more vigorous and effectively enforce the existing laws that protect the rights of conscious and religious freedom. But that's not all. It also proposed to be more vigorous, enforcing 25 existing statutes of conscious protections for American people involved in the HHS program, protecting Americans who have religious or moral convictions related to certain health care services. Next is preserving the sanctity of life. Within just a week of President Trump taking office, he reinstated and expanded the Mexico City policy, which protects $9 billion in foreign aid from being used to fund global abortion industry and its advocates. President Trump also cut off taxpayer funding for the UN Population Fund. President Trump signed the HJ Resolution 43 into law, which overturned a midnight regulation by the administration of the Obama administration, which prohibited states from defunding certain abortion facilities in their federally funded family planning program. President Trump also expressed strong support for the Pain-Capable Unborn Child Protection Act, which would have stopped late-term abortions after 20 weeks of pregnancy. The point, at which science tells us that the unborn child can experience pain. But I believe that all life is made in the image of God. Therefore, it doesn't matter if it's 20 weeks or just conceived. It's a human being made in the image of God. President Trump's administration issued guidance to enforce the requirements that taxpayer dollars are not to support abortion coverage in Obamacare exchange plans. President Trump also rescinded on the Obama era that hindered states in their effort to direct Medicaid funding away from abortion facilities that violated the law or failed to meet relevant standards of care. And last but not least, bringing religious groups back into the fold. On February 2nd of 2017, just 2 weeks after the president took office, he spoke at the National Prayer Breakfast. On June 8th, 2017, President Trump spoke at the Faith and Freedom Coalition's Road to Majority Conference. On October 13th, 2017, President Trump spoke at the Value Voters Summit. And on January 19th, 2018, President Trump became the first president to address the March for Life rally live via satellite. Vice President Mike Pence addressed the March for Life in 2017, becoming the first sitting VP to do so in person. So it is important that we know the facts that our president is working tirelessly for your religious freedom. So if you believe in God, you should pray for the president and thank him for your religious freedom. He stands up for religious freedom. He prioritizes religious freedom in the government. He preserves the sanctity of life, and he is bringing politics and faith back together. God bless America.